Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. If you're a property owner, you know that familiar, awful wave of anxiety that just rolls in when tax season hits, right? Dealing with property taxes can literally feel like a massive headache. But, the convenience of modern online payment portals has completely changed the game. So, let's demystify this often stressful process of paying your property taxes online. We're going to map out exactly what you need to know, specifically looking at the procedures for Baldwin County using our curated source materials to give you a clear, actionable guide.
Here's our roadmap for today. We'll be covering the property tax maze, finding your Baldwin County, preparation and deadlines, navigating the payment portal, minimizing fees, and finally, confirmation and verification.
All right, Section 1, the property tax maze.
Before we get into the how, it's really helpful to understand the why. Look, while paying taxes might induce dread, and I totally get it, these funds are absolutely the lifeblood of your community's development. As our sources highlight, property taxes are levied by local governments on private property to raise revenue. And that revenue, it doesn't just vanish into some federal void. It stays local. It pays for your school systems, it funds public transportation, and it drives infrastructure projects. When you pay that bill, you are directly investing in the civic machinery that literally keeps your county running.
So, here's a universal trap that a lot of eager taxpayers fall into. You sit down at your computer, search for Baldwin County property tax, and start typing in your information, only to realize, wait a minute, you might be paying taxes to the wrong state entirely. There's no way you want to do that. Our sources reveal this fascinating comparative analysis of online property tax administration, because as it turns out, there's actually more than one Baldwin jurisdiction out there.
Which brings us to Section 2, finding your Baldwin County. You really have to know your specific location's rules before you even attempt to log in. Just look at how radically different local tax laws can be. On one side, we've got Baldwin County, Alabama. Here, under the guidance of Revenue Commissioner Teddy J. Fuss Jr., taxes are actually paid a year in arrears. Basically, that means your valuation and your bill are based on the condition of your property on October 1st of the preceding year. But compare that to Baldwin County, Georgia, and wow, it's a completely different system. Down there, ad valorem property taxes are calculated based on exactly 40% of the property's established fair market value. Same county name, completely different financial reality.
All right, moving on to Section 3, preparation and deadlines. Before you even open a web browser to pay, you absolutely need to gather your documents and fully understand the incredibly strict nature of municipal deadlines. Preparation is everything here, guys. Using the Team Kentucky Department of Revenue as a stark example from our source material, I want to emphasize that tax authorities nationwide do not mess around when it comes to compliance and dates. The sources explicitly state that things like temporary idleness of a property, that's not a sufficient cause for separate valuation, and extensions are exceptionally rare.
Just notice how rigid these deadlines are across different regions. In Baldwin County, Georgia, those annual ad valorem taxes are generally due by November 15th. Meanwhile, the Kentucky Department of Revenue sets a May 15th deadline for tangible personal property. And there is an absolutely crucial rule to remember here. There is zero provision for filing extensions. None.
So circle the date on your calendar right now. Because whether it's May 15th in Kentucky or November 15th in Georgia, procrastination is going to cost you. Returns postmarked after these specific dates are automatically assessed for the tax plus applicable penalties and interest. Seriously, do not let a simple forgotten date inflate your tax bill. It's just not worth it. So how do we avoid that last-minute scramble? By being prepared. To ensure proper processing and avoid a mid-payment panic, gather these essential details before accessing the online portal. You're going to need your specific bill number or your parcel ID. Now, if you don't have those handy, the physical street address or the precise owner name exactly as it appears on county records will usually do the trick. Finally, check what payment methods your specific county actually accepts so you have the right card or checkbook sitting right next to you, ready to go.
Okay, let's jump into Section 4, navigating the payment portal.
This is the main event. The actual step-by-step walkthrough of executing your online payment securely, drawn directly from the procedures outlined in our sources, taking Baldwin County, Georgia's government window-hosted platform as our detailed guide. You'll basically follow these 6 intuitive steps. First, access the correct portal. Second, make sure you select the property taxes category, because these portals often handle water bills and vehicle tags too, and you don't want to mix those up. Third, search your bill using those documents you just gathered, your parcel ID or name. Now, step 4 is vital. Verify the details. The interface is going to display your current net assessed value and any applied exemptions, like homestead or senior exemptions. Ensure those are absolutely correct. 5th, enter your payment credentials. And finally, step 6, carefully review any added fees before you hit submit. Which perfectly segues into section 5, minimizing fees.
Speaking of fees, let's uncover some insider tips detailed in our sources on how to avoid massive transaction surcharges and, even better, secure discounts. For example, there's a highly appealing 2% early payment discount you can snag if you happen to own property in Baldwin Borough, Pennsylvania. By utilizing their spring billing cycle and submitting a free e-check on or before March 31st, they actually reduce your bill. I mean, it literally pays to be early.
And this brings us to our next major tip, which is heavily emphasized for Baldwin County, Alabama. When you reach that payment screen, you'll see options for major credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, Discover. But beware, those almost always come with percentage-based convenience charges that can add up super fast on a large tax bill. The most advantageous way to minimize processing costs is to choose the flat-fee electronic check or e-check option. In Alabama, doing this between October 1st and February 28th is hands down the smartest financial move you can make on the portal.
Let's bring it home with Section 6, Confirmation and Verification.
Okay, you've clicked pay, but the job isn't quite finished until you ensure your payment is properly recorded to protect yourself in the future. Here's your post-payment checklist. First off, don't close your browser too quickly. Wait for that success prompt. Always save and print the generated confirmation receipt for your personal records and store it digitally with your annual tax files. Furthermore, our sources highly recommend verifying your property data independently. For example, in Georgia, taxpayers can use the Q Public Database, which is operated by the Board of Tax Assessors, to check their assessed values and track historical millage rates. If you ever spot a discrepancy, contact your local tax office directly.
Take a quick moment to consider this quote from our comparative analysis source. Property owners must carefully identify their specific taxing authority to ensure compliance and avoid unnecessary fees. I want you to consider this our vital disclaimer for the explainer. Procedures, URLs, and platforms can and do get updated from year to year. While online payments offer incredible convenience, you must always verify your specific details and deadlines directly with your local Baldwin County Tax Commissioner or Revenue Office.
We're going to leave you with this final thought today. You now know that these property taxes fund your schools, your roads, and your local services. You've mastered the online system, avoided those jurisdiction traps, and hopefully saved yourself some processing fees with an e-check. So knowing exactly where your property tax goes, how will you engage with your local community's development this year? Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer, and happy navigating.